This video has a lot of information to throw, so I'm going to keep things quick. One, I'm using Paint.net version 4.2.14. Second of all, you're going to want to download this plugin pack from BoltBait. I think it's like his effects plugin pack. You're going to want to make sure that when you download from one of the links that has a version labeled, you're using Paint.net, that version, so that way the plugin pack actually links to Paint.net. And then you're gonna have to mess around with File Explorer. I don't even remember how I did it at this point. Most of this video is just tricks in Paint.net, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for 20 subs, and let's get straight into the tutorial. Okay, so that intro was horrendous. I'm honestly trying to speedrun this video, but first thing we're gonna want to do is take a picture of the background. Now, I think this is a great background option. Yeah, I just thought it was a good spot. Also, the sky is really nice. Make sure you have a nice sky. It's not that big of a deal, but I think it's really nice to do. Usually I recommend blurring the background, but in this case I actually don't think it's necessary because I think the background looks super nice here, so I think I won't blur it. Yeah, we're just gonna take a screenshot, and next up is to get our character in a pose, and that's gonna be done in bad lines, so I'll see you guys on the other side. So yeah, now we're gonna do something very, very special. I'm gonna reveal to you guys how I crop my character. So we're gonna actually disconnect from Hypixel, go into a single player world, and I think you know where this is going if you look at that world. Play selected world, and I have this wall behind me. Now, I remember making thumbnails with my friends, and they would always ask why I put a wall behind myself. And it actually acts as a bit of a green screen. It's not a green screen, but it has a similar effect, basically. So what we're going to want to do, if you look, over there, you can see that I've started recording bad line replay. So we're just going to start swinging around, trying to get a good position or pose. Usually what I do is I just jump in one direction while, like, diagonal strafing to try and look in a direction while swinging my sword. I personally think this is just the coolest, but, doesn't always have to be this. I also like stand, like this. Usually I just do this. I just think it looks cooler, but I think we've gotten plenty of shots from our character, so I'm going to stop recording, save and quit, replay viewer, and it's always going to be the top replay. As you can see, it's loading, so we're going to want to get the shot perfectly. So yeah, I'm swinging my sword a bit. Actually, that looks kind of... Dude. Okay. So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to lower your FOV. Get the perfect shot. Make sure you got it. I think that looks pretty cool. You also, I recommend having your armor enchanted. So, yeah, you basically just gear yourself up in a creative world. What you're going to want to do, you're going to want to make sure that background is a color different from your character as much as possible. It's completely different to everything else, so, yeah. I do think there's a better color I could have chosen here. Maybe purple. I guess I would match the enchant glint, but yeah. I think I could have done that, but yeah, just any color that's different from your character, and it should be good. Okay, so we're going to take a screenshot. That's literally it. That's pretty much it. Unless you want to add images to your thumbnail. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess it's about time we get onto Paint.net itself, shall we? Here. So we're going to want to open the files we had. So you're going to want to go into screenshots. My File Explorer is honestly pretty messed up. I'm not very good with File Explorer. But yeah, if we go all the way down here, don't ask. I'm not a mini 20 simp. I swear. I was trying to make a funny statement to a friend. But yeah, we're going to take this screenshot because this is the one we had. You're going to want to crop. Also, and by the way, image canvas size. Make sure this is 19. Oh, not 1920. 1980, 1080. That's what you're gonna want. Yeah, there we go. Mistake by me, but yeah, there we go. So you're gonna want to crop it all around, except for your character, of course. And there's still gonna be a white background, no matter how hard you try, unless you like use a polygonal tool and like Photoshop, or if there's a plugin like that for Paint.net. But yeah, you're gonna have this white background. What you're going to do is you're going to want to take the magic wand tool. Now it's selecting everything. You want to mess around with the tolerance until you get it just right. Now, it's already selecting a bit of my character, so You're going to want to go the highest tolerance possible without selecting your character. So yeah, it's not selecting my character, but if I go a slight bit higher, it selects my helmet a little bit. So yeah, we're going to want to do that. So far, so good. It's not cropping out my character. We can increase the tolerance here. Yeah, that should be good. And look at that, we have our character. How cool is that? So yeah, we're going to add a layer here. And then I think... Oh, I know what to do. So yeah, this is a really cool effect I do to some of my characters. There's this... Okay, I'm going to show you this effect. So if we shift click... actually, we need to go to our character so that way it notices. Because if we're on this layer, it's not going to notice the character no matter what. But if we're on this layer, it could tell the difference. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's also some stuff here, but I think I'll erase that later. No big deal. So I'm going to want to make sure your primary color is black on this menu here. And then go to paint bucket tool. So you want to be selecting outside your character, but then you want to go to an additional layer, shift click so you have this black background. As you can see, it's on. You want to make sure this black background is on a separate layer, because if I go to this layer and uncheck it, which basically means it's not applied to the preview, as you can see, it's not there. And also this, my character's not there. So yeah, it's definitely two different things. And you're going on the black background. You're gonna want to do object drop shadow, and this is part of the plugin pack. If you did not download Bolt Bait's plugin pack for whatever version you prefer, you're not gonna be able to do this. So keep that in mind. But yeah, you're gonna want to make sure it's white. As you can see, it adds this cool effect to our character, but it looks a little weird at the same time. However, if we double click on this layer, normal, overlay. You would be lying if you said that doesn't look cool. I mean, just look at that. So yeah, once you're done with this, you're going to want to merge layers, because this is what has the cool effect. If I uncheck mark it, yeah, you got that. So merge layers. So yeah, next we're going to open up our background, which we got earlier. It should be somewhere in File Explorer. And yeah, there it is. Also, it's going to open a new tab, so yeah, if you're wondering where the thing you had is, it's just up here. This also is a blank tab. Let me just get rid of that. Oh, I lost so much work there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what you're going to do is you want to crop out the window and taskbar on whatever your background is, because if it's a screenshot, it's obviously going to show that. I already did that with my character anyway, so you probably already know that. And then you're going to want to, or what I like to do is completely select it with the rectangular select tool, copy, add a new layer, put it underneath, because things are sorted vertically. So if I paste it, my character is in front of it, and then if I swap them, my character is behind this. Like if it's right there. So I think now that you know the general like concept of how things are overlaid, maybe you can understand Paint.net a bit better. But yeah, so then what you're going to want to do is, well, first of all, you're going to make sure your character is somewhat centered. I feel like things like, if things are like in the center of the thumbnail, I feel like it usually looks better, like all the aspects. Unless like the ideas for things not being the center, or if your idea doesn't include that phenomenon, then I guess it's fine, but usually I recommend that. Also, you're going to I recommend going with a general color theme. Like this is like dark and blue, and then my character's red. So I think I'm going to make it to where the hue is, that's saturation. The hue, yeah, now it's blood red. That looks really cool. And also increase saturation. Yeah, increase saturation. It's such an easy thing to do. You don't need the plugin for it. Actually, you do, but it's such a simple thing that makes the thumbnail look so much better. Okay, ignore that. Oh no, we do not speak of that. But yeah, adding a bit of saturation, really good for the thumbnail, not gonna lie. Okay, I think the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some text. So I think I'm gonna create my text, and yeah, I'll see you there when I got my text finished. Also, make sure you have a good font. I use the Equestrian font. I'm fine if you use that, but I would like it more if you use your own font. And even if you do copy my font, just make sure you're not copying my like style of, or how like my font type every time. Maybe you can do it once if you're really running out of ideas, but I really like if you tried to make your own. Don't do that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make it say how to. I'm actually gonna have it as 2 separate like text things. So yeah, I'll see you guys there. Also, gonna make it red. Remember, keep that color theme. Also, if you click more here, you can change like brightness and stuff, like lightness, darkness. I think I'm gonna. That looks kind of good. Yeah, there we go. Actually, on second thought, I think I'm gonna make it brighter since I'm gonna have the shadow underneath it. Also, you can duplicate layers. Did not mention that. It can create for some pretty cool effects. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna edit my text. Okay, I got my text done. I decided to go with 2 completely different styles. Yeah, so okay, honestly, the resolution. Okay, I did not crop the 2 too well, but yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. Also, I like adding like tilt to text and just objects. I just think the cluttered look looks really nice. Also, another benefit to having everything being separate is you can have it overlay in like really cool ways. Like my character could be like running past the text almost as if it's actually like in game or something. So yeah. Speaking of my character, if you want to add a motion blur effect, duplicate, click on this layer, move selected pixels, Control A, and kind of just use the arrow keys on your keyboard. And if you don't have that, then I guess your mouse to like make like the duplicated layer underneath to kind of protrude out from whichever side you want the motion blur to happen, and then on that weird layer, effects, blurs, motion blur, you're gonna put the direction at about where you had it. Distance, you want to put it fairly high, I'd say, and then just make sure it looks accurate, because I think I went too low, but that looks really clean. That looks really good. Also, if you want to, you can duplicate that blur layer in case you feel like the opacity or like the blur effect that you added, it's just not very noticeable. Like, you can't really see it very well, so you can duplicate it so it's more vibrant, but I think this looks fine, so I'm just gonna do that. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I really like that. This thumbnail is actually looking really sick so far. This blood red. I don't know why I went for a blood red theme. Normally I do blue, but sure, why not? I really don't know why I did that. I'm going to be honest. So yeah, I also think I'm going to make the text bigger. I know this already looks huge, like absolutely humongous, but trust me when I say when this thumbnail is like on the little like small side of YouTube where you show all the thumbnails on videos, people are not going to be able to read it very well. So I know this looks way too big, but trust me when I say it's a good size. I'm also going to move, okay, you know what? I think I'm going to duplicate the 2 text into 1 layer, so that way I don't have to deal with moving them both. I think I'm going to have to move it more this way. Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to do that. I think I'm actually going to shrink it a little bit. How to. I think I'm going to move my character while I'm at it. Make sure the text looks good. And since I'm not going to be adding that image, I think I can make it look bigger. How to. Yeah, make it. I like when you. Or I personally like it when thumbnails have text like overlaid. Or have certain things overlay over the text. I just think it looks really cool. Makes it look alive. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to do one final thing to top everything off. We're actually going to do this. Whoa. Whoa, that hurts my eyes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're watching this video. Oh, God. That looks good. And we're going to do one final thing. And that is the border. So we're going to go to the Shapes tool. Make sure you're selecting the exact corner. Make sure the brush width is also bigger. And then do that. And we're not finished there. Yeah, we're gonna make it white. Boop. Brush width's gonna go a bit higher. We're gonna click overlay, and that's pretty much it. That's our thumbnail. If that doesn't look sick, I have no idea what it does, because that's just beautiful. Also, you can edit the opacity if you feel like it. Yeah, if you feel like it's too bright, then you can do that. I think I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. There are multiple border styles you can do. I know 3 of them. There might be 4, though, but... Or 5, but... Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's literally the thumbnail that you are seeing for this very video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this thumbnail tutorial. I'm really bad at commentating. You kind of just learned that today. I'm saying like 15 times. I'm just gonna end the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for 20 subs, and that's all I got. Peace out.